When the world grows dark, there's a kind of light that never disappears. A steady glow not born from luck or comfort, but from faith. Faith in yourself. Faith that something greater is working through you. Faith that even when everything looks impossible, there's always a path forward if you refuse to give up. That's the engine behind real positive thinking. This isn't naive optimism or wishful fantasy. It's a conscious decision, forged in adversity, to let your mind build you up instead of breaking you down. Positive thinking doesn't mean denying pain or pretending the storm isn't there. It means that even in the center of struggle, you focus your energy on what makes you stronger, not what wears you out. What changes when you truly train your mind like this? In this video, you'll get a set of powerful lessons on how to believe in yourself, create peace through faith, recharge your energy, turn failure into training, and break the grip of worry. You'll find practical rules for healing, for building genuine happiness, for attracting others, and for drawing real strength from something higher, no matter how hard life hits. Every lesson here is a tool. Each one is designed to help you rewire old habits, find clarity in chaos, and cultivate a spirit that grows stronger in the face of adversity. You don't need luck. You need a mindset rooted in faith, tested by hardship, and proven in daily action. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy Daily, where your story matters. Share below the darkest moment you faced and what faith or hope helped you find your way through. Every comment is a gift. Here, your journey matters. We read with care, answer with heart, and treat your struggle as part of our own. This is more than a channel. It's a circle of strength. If you're ready to plant seeds of faith and let your light grow, drop "I choose faith over fear" in the comments. Your journey to real positive power starts right here. 1. Have faith in yourself and everything you do. What you plant in your mind grows into the life you live. If you water your thoughts with fear and doubt, anxiety will take root. But if you nourish them with faith and hope, strength grows quietly inside you. This is no empty slogan. It's the law of the mind. As you think, so you become. Everything changes the moment you make one unshakable decision to believe in yourself, not out of ego, but because you were created for more. Real belief doesn't rest on arrogance or shallow affirmations. It's built on faith that you're not alone in your struggle. There is a force greater than your fears, one that placed strength and purpose inside you, inviting you to rise no matter how many times you've fallen. Each time you act with this conviction, you step beyond limitation, moving from hope to motion, from maybe to I will. Every time you say, "I can't," you lock the door before you've tried. But when you say, with faith, "I can," you're not standing alone anymore. You align yourself with something higher, the force that shapes mountains, stars, and the hidden reserves of your own courage. As Norman Vincent Peale wrote, "Believe in yourself, have faith in your abilities. Without humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy." This isn't self-worship, it's gratitude in action, a recognition that you are capable, and your job is to use that capability. Even when the path isn't clear, most of us have spent years rehearsing defeat. "I'm not smart enough. I'll never change. It's too late." These thoughts are small, but each one poisons the soil of your mind. I can't give power to fear and lock you into patterns of hesitation. But each time you choose faith, each time you say, "I am strong, I am guided, I am capable," you don't just change your mood. You open doors you never saw and find new energy to act. This is where belief becomes action. You show up, you try again, you do the work even when results aren't instant. You trust that when you move forward, something greater will meet you in motion. Faith is not passive, it's a partnership. You work, you persist, you pray, and you trust that your actions, no matter how small, matter. When you live this way, obstacles shrink. You become someone who endures storms because you know you are backed by something more profound than willpower alone. Even on days when doubt whispers louder than hope, remember the strength that carried you through battles before. That strength may not have been realized as such, but it was, in fact, grace at work, meeting you through perseverance. Try this. For 1 week, replace every negative self-talk with a faith-filled statement. When you catch yourself saying, "I can't," pause and say, "I am capable, I am loved, I am strengthened." Then act, no matter how small the step. Notice how your mood, your actions, even your relationships begin to shift. Ask yourself, what might be possible if you truly believed you were supported by something greater? How would your daily courage change if you stopped acting alone and started trusting the partnership between faith and effort? At Stoic Daily, we believe a peaceful mind is power. Water your thoughts with faith, and you'll discover the strength that's been inside you all along. Drop "I choose faith in myself" in the comments. What will you believe is possible for you this week? 2. Create peace of mind through faith. The mind is like a river. When it's calm, you can see all the way to the bottom. But when it's stormy, the water clouds, and everything beneath the surface gets lost in confusion. In today's world of endless noise and rush, peace isn't just rare, it's powerful. Don't let anyone convince you that calm is weakness. Peace is the invisible armor, the silent strength that enables you to stand steady while the world churns around you. Stillness is not an escape. It's a discipline, a conscious pause in the middle of chaos. You can't think clearly when your mind is jammed with worries, just like a river can't reflect the sky when its surface is wild. Only in quiet can you see your own depth. The Stoics, along with the most outstanding spiritual teachers, viewed peace of mind as the wellspring of true power. Seneca wrote, "There is no greater cause of worry than uncertainty, but life will always be uncertain. The key is not to remove uncertainty, but to remain peaceful inside it." Scripture echoes, "Be still and know that I am God." Perfect circumstances don't give that kind of peace. It's forged in the middle of trouble. Real productivity and wisdom are born in calm. You can work a dozen frantic hours and get nothing but exhaustion, or achieve deep focus in a few minutes of inner quiet. Worry scatters your strength, but peace gathers it. When you pause, breathe, or pray, you're not running away. You're returning to your center, the quiet current beneath every storm. Picture this, your mind as a lake at sunrise. The world might rage, but if you learn to settle the surface, the reflection becomes clear. Each day, create small moments of silence, sitting in a still room, breathing deeply, picturing a gentle stream, or praying in gratitude. The more you fill your mind with peaceful images, the more you can calm the storms inside. Like a lighthouse in the fog, stillness helps you find direction even when everything outside seems lost. Every act of peace is a message to your nervous system. You are safe. And when stress builds, or worry tries to take over, remind yourself, this problem is not bigger than God. I am safe in His hands. As you practice this, you'll notice your energy, creativity, and resilience quietly multiply. People are drawn to you because peace feels like a harbor in a world of crashing waves. Inside, you'll find a new kind of power, quiet, steady, unshakable. Peace is not the absence of storms, but the strength to stand through them. Try this. For the next week, schedule a daily pause, just a few minutes of true stillness, prayer, or visualization. Each time, picture your mind as clear water, or a mountain standing firm while winds howl. Notice how your reactions and decisions shift as you train yourself to return to calm, especially when life is loud. Ask, what could change if you stopped searching for peace in the world and learned to anchor it within? What strength would rise if you made stillness your daily ritual? At Stoic Daily, we believe peace is the seed of power and the anchor for every storm. Drop, "I return to peace" in the comments. Where will you practice inner calm this week? 3. How to have constant energy. True energy isn't just a spark in your body. It's the harmony between your mind, spirit, and actions. You can sleep well, eat right, work out every day, and still feel empty if your soul is exhausted. The Stoics and Scripture agree that real, lasting energy is spiritual before it's physical. Marcus Aurelius taught, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And Isaiah promised, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength." When your faith and your mind are in alignment, energy flows naturally. When they're at odds, your spirit leaks strength with every conflict. So why do most people feel drained? It isn't because they do too much. It's because they're in a daily tug of war with themselves. Fear, resentment, regret, and the struggle to please everyone drain you faster than any workload. You can see it written in faces and posture. The weight of anxiety hardens the eyes, while a life out of sync bends you under invisible burdens. It's not what you do, but the way you think and carry it, that wears you down. To unlock steady energy, start by clarifying your purpose. Each morning, ask, what truly matters today? Focus your spirit there, and let go of everything that dilutes it. Don't scatter yourself on meaningless tasks or seeking approval. Forgiveness is a force multiplier. Let go of grudges, guilt, and comparison, because they steal more energy than any sleepless night. Each time you forgive or release resentment, you reclaim energy for growth and joy. Remember, worry is an energy thief. Faith says, "I'm not alone," while worry whispers, "I'm on my own." Prayer, gratitude, and trust aren't luxuries, they're fuel for the soul. Every moment spent releasing control to something higher refills what stress depletes. And don't forget to return to nature. A slow walk, deep breaths, the silent rhythm of trees and sky. Nature moves without hurry, but nothing is left undone. The more you attune to that steady rhythm, the more you'll mirror it in your life. Your body is the vessel of your spirit. Treat it as a sacred home. Move with gratitude, rest with intention, breathe consciously. Energy isn't found, it's remembered each time you return to what matters. Your purpose, your faith, your source. Excitement burns fast, but joy renews. Do what aligns with your soul, serve others, create, and let gratitude be your constant companion. Seneca said, "A life is not short, but we make it so by wasting it." Don't let your energy slip away in comparison, resentment, or overthinking. Instead, reflect daily. What drains me? What can I release? What matters most right now? Ask for strength to refill what the world has taken, and you'll find a deeper, quieter energy that chaos can't touch. Try this. Each morning, before the rush, name one thing that truly matters to you today. Pause and notice where your energy wants to go. If you feel heaviness, ask yourself, is it from carrying too much or carrying the wrong things? Release what you can't control, forgive what weighs you down, and move through your day with purpose. Energy is not about being unstoppable, it's about being connected to your faith, your mission, and to the calm, endless current of strength within. At Stoic Daily, we believe true energy is spiritual alignment. Drop, "I choose steady energy" in the comments. Where will you reclaim your strength this week? 4. How to create your own happiness. Happiness isn't a prize you stumble upon. It's something you practice, moment by moment, in the thoughts you allow, the words you choose, and the faith you embody. Most people spend their lives chasing happiness, searching for it in success, relationships, or recognition. But happiness was never meant to be hunted. It's not hidden in the future or locked in some distant dream. It's rooted right here, in the present, wherever gratitude takes hold. The Stoics referred to this as eudaimonia, a profound and enduring joy derived from living in alignment with one's values rather than chasing fleeting pleasures. Faith also teaches that the kingdom of God is within you. True happiness doesn't come from what you gain, but from what you give, what you think, and what you believe at your core. The process of creating happiness always begins with gratitude, choosing to notice even small blessings before attempting to fix the world. Gratitude transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary and gives you the foundation for joy, even on the hardest days. To create happiness, stop waiting for life to fall into place perfectly. The mindset, "I'll be happy when," only turns happiness into a hostage. The conditions you invent become invisible chains that keep joy just out of reach. The truth is, you can be grateful right now, even when nothing has changed, because gratitude doesn't deny reality, it transforms it. Each morning, you have the choice to focus on what's missing or on what's already here, and what you focus on expands. Fear multiplies fear, blessings multiply blessings. Gratitude also multiplies, and the more you practice, the easier it becomes to notice simple moments that bring joy. Happiness is not luck, it's discipline, the practice of training your mind to notice the good even when surrounded by trouble. Norman Vincent Peale wrote, "Change your thoughts, and you change your world." That isn't just poetry, it's spiritual physics. The energy of your thoughts radiates outward, shaping the reality you experience. When you choose joy and faith over fear, life itself starts to shift, not because circumstances are suddenly easy, but because you are. Simplicity also magnifies happiness. Children laugh easily and forgive quickly because they find wonder in small things. The less you complicate happiness, the more abundant it becomes. There is also a spiritual side. Prayer, meditation, or simply pausing to feel a higher presence resets the heart. In these moments, you stop measuring happiness by what's happening and start feeling it as a quiet, steady pulse under the noise. Even when life is uncertain, peace and hope can still live at your core. Kindness is another pillar. When you help others, you open your own heart. Service releases joy the way sunlight releases color. Giving isn't a drain, it is renewal. Each act of kindness becomes a thread that weaves happiness into your everyday experience. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." It takes courage to let go of negativity, to forgive, and to begin again. In a cynical world, optimism is an act of bravery and a shield for your mind and heart. Begin each morning with gratitude, not just as a habit but as a conversation with God or your highest self. Say, "Thank you for this day. Let joy be my first decision." When negative thoughts arise, don't argue with them. Replace them. Speak hope. This moment is enough. I am guided. I am loved. I am grateful. Happiness will not thunder in like a storm. It will seep in quietly, like sunlight through a window. It won't erase every problem, but it will change the way you see them. Even the hardest days are gifts. Your peace has never left. It only needs to be remembered. Try this. For the next week, choose gratitude before your feet touch the floor each morning. Each time you catch yourself waiting for life to change before you allow joy, pause and bring your attention back to the present. Ask, what simple moment can I celebrate right now? Who can I serve or thank today? Notice how every small act of gratitude, simplicity, or kindness is not just a step toward happiness, but the practice of joy itself. Happiness is not a pursuit, it is a practice. Make it yours, one breath, one word, one act at a time. At Stoic Daily, we believe happiness is built, not found. Drop "I practice happiness daily" in the comments. What's one small joy you'll create today? 5. Stop fuming and fretting. There's a silent thief that drains more energy and joy than almost anything else: the habit of fuming and fretting. You know that storm, racing thoughts, tight chest, restless frustration when life moves too slowly, when others disappoint you, or when you feel powerless to fix what's beyond your control. It's the storm that turns minor annoyances into chaos, leaving you exhausted before the real challenges even start. Nearly every wise teacher, Stoic, spiritual, or scientific, has revealed the same truth. Peace is power, hurry is weakness. When your mind is restless, you can't think clearly. You act on impulse, not wisdom. Every minor irritation becomes a crisis, and soon you're running on anxiety instead of faith. But agitation never solves anything. It only burns your energy before the real test begins. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Scripture echoes, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God." The message is the same. Peace doesn't come from controlling everything around you, but from how you respond within. Impatience, at its core, is rooted in a lack of trust. It says, if I don't force it, things won't work out. But the more you push, the more frustrated you become. Real peace is born when you surrender the need to control outcomes and trust the timing, especially when it's not your own. Rushing doesn't speed up your healing or your journey. It just makes you miss it. When anger or worry starts to rise, pause and ask, is this worth losing my peace over? Most of the time, it's not. Try to slow your pace both mentally and physically. Speak more slowly, walk more slowly, eat more slowly, and think more slowly. Each act of calm is a signal to your body and soul that you are safe. Remember, most pain comes not from what's real, but from what we've imagined or rehearsed. Norman Vincent Peale wrote, "When you expect the best, you release a magnetic force in your mind, which by a law of attraction tends to bring the best to you. That force can't flow through a mind tangled in agitation. Just as electricity needs a clear wire, faith needs a calm spirit. If you want to see solutions and blessings, make space for them by quieting the noise inside you. Breathe, trust, and keep moving gently with faith. Peace isn't doing nothing. It's doing what you can, calmly, and leaving the rest to something higher. Try this. For the next week, each time frustration or impatience flares, pause and breathe. Picture letting go of your worries like exhaling smoke. If you find yourself racing ahead in your mind, gently bring your focus back to the present. Ask, what am I rehearsing that hasn't happened? Or is this really worth my energy? Practice trusting the pace of life and notice how your energy and mood shift. What would change if you stopped fighting the current and started flowing with it? At Stoic Daily, we believe power is found in stillness, not in struggle. Drop "I choose peace over panic" in the comments. Where will you practice slowing down this week? 6. Expect the best and get it. Your life always rises or falls to the level of your expectations. What you imagine in quiet moments, what you dare to speak, what you believe you deserve, these forces quietly shape the reality that meets you. Expectation is invisible, but it pulls your world in the direction of your dominant thoughts. If you brace for the worst, your spirit shrinks and opportunity slips by. But when you expect grace, goodness, and growth, your mind expands and life starts to reflect that energy to you. Most people, scarred by disappointment, begin to live defensively, calling it being realistic. But expecting the worst doesn't protect you. It only drains your joy and builds invisible walls against the blessings already on their way. Faith is the courage to expect goodness even before you see how it will arrive. It's a quiet confidence that says, I don't know how, but I trust that something good can come from this. That simple expectation activates power in your life. Norman Vincent Peale said, "Change your thoughts and you change your world." The mind doesn't just react to life, it helps create it. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If you let your mind be consumed by worry, doubt, and complaint, your experience will soon be colored by those tones. But when you color your mind with gratitude, hope, and faith, the world mirrors that beauty back to you. This isn't magic, it's alignment, preparing your heart for what is good, trusting that even pain and setbacks can reveal meaning and possibility. Expectation is faith in action. When you expect blessings, you open your hands to receive, not clench in control. When you expect the worst, you close doors and call it self-defense. What you prepare for, you attract. Visualization is a tool. When you calmly imagine success, peace, or solutions, your mind begins to prepare for them as if they're already real. You start to walk, speak, and respond with the posture of belief. Expecting the best is not denial, it's spiritual intelligence. It means you trust that even hardship has purpose, and every challenge hides a lesson. Seneca wrote, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make this moment perfect with your attitude. Try this. For the next week, notice each time you expect the worst or catch yourself waiting for disaster to strike. Pause and replace it with a quiet statement of faith. Something good can come from this." When facing a challenge, visualize yourself not only surviving but growing. Ask, what opportunities might appear if I expect and prepare for the best, even now? At Stoic Daily, we believe your expectations are blueprints for your reality. Drop "I expect the best" in the comments. What blessing will you prepare to receive this week? 7. I don't believe in defeat. There's a crossroads in every life, a moment when everything seems to fall apart. Your plans collapse, your strength fades, and the voice inside whispers, "It's over." Most people surrender at that point, letting failure become their identity. But those who live by faith see defeat differently. They know defeat isn't the end, only a lesson in disguise. To say, "I don't believe in defeat," is not arrogance, it's conviction, the refusal to let a temporary fall write a permanent story. With faith, every setback is just a new foundation to build upon. Every rejection is a redirection to something greater. Life will test you, knock you down, and make you question everything. But your power is not in what happens to you, it's in how you choose to rise. Epictetus, who lived through slavery and hardship, taught, "Our power lies not in what happens to us, but in how we respond." Faith echoes the same truth. All things work together for good to those who love God. Defeat begins in the mind long before it shows up in life. If you let the words "I can't" or "it's hopeless" repeat in your head, you give your power away. But when you say, "I will rise again," you awaken new reserves of strength, even in the ashes of failure. It's not talent that separates those who rise from those who give up. It's a belief. Norman Vincent Peale put it simply, stand up to your obstacles and do something about them. You will find that they haven't half the strength you think they have. Most obstacles are smaller than our fears make them seem. The real battle isn't with the world, it's with the part of us that doubts. To have real faith isn't to deny pain, but to defy despair. You say, "Yes, I'm hurting. Yes, I failed. But I am not finished." Faith doesn't mean you never fall. It means you rise differently every time. The Stoics said, "The obstacle is the way. What blocks your path becomes your path. Every setback is a stepping stone. Every heartbreak is shaping you into someone stronger." Try this. The next time you fall short, pause before labeling it as a failure. Ask, what is this teaching me? What new strength can grow here? When a door closes, remind yourself, it may be protection, not rejection. Speak faith into your future, not fear. I don't believe in defeat. I am guided and strengthened by a power greater than circumstance. At Stoic Daily, we believe that setbacks are the raw material of transformation. Drop, "I refuse to accept defeat" in the comments. Where will you turn pain into power this week? Shine from within. The power of positive thinking isn't lightning from above. It's the quiet flame that burns in your heart, the resilience to face storms not as a victim, but as someone anchored in faith. When you draw from a higher power, you don't just endure life, you radiate, even when things are hard. Look back across these lessons, and you'll see the same thread woven through each one. Life never asked you to be perfect, it asks you to believe. To believe that faith outlasts fear, that peace is more profound than pressure, that your mind, when filled with light, can transform even the darkest season. So believe in yourself, not because you are flawless, but because you are made with intention. Seek peace, not as escape, but as true power. Pray not just to ask, but to align. Stay open to renewal, to new thoughts and second chances. Remember, you were born for wonder, not for worry. You were created to rise, not to shrink. The energy you seek isn't lost, it's buried beneath old doubts. Quiet your mind, and you'll find it again. As you finish this journey, take a breath, forgive what's behind you, bless what's ahead, and step forward in faith. That's what positive thinking really means. Not pretending everything's fine, but trusting that with faith, you are always guided, protected, and renewed. At Stoic Daily, we believe you are more than your struggles. You are proof that faith can turn every new sunrise into a new beginning. Drop, "I choose to shine from within" in the comments. What lesson from this journey will you carry forward? If you're seeking more, discover the full path on my channel, Stoic Philosophy Daily.